Get ready, folks. Get your clickbait titles ready because, I clearly did. And of course, always remember, I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber, but 'tis the season. When August rolls around, you start to get all this stuff. There's a September Nintendo Direct coming, and I'm a leaker. And it's like, oh, okay, like, there probably is. Like, this isn't really big news or anything like that. There's pretty much something always happening. But a monkey wrench was thrown into the September Nintendo Direct stuff today because, well, Nintendo just announced a Direct. Right now, it is August 29th. Hopefully, you're watching this on August 29th. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. But in 2 days, on August 31st, there's a Nintendo Direct happening. And it's happening at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, which is good for me because I don't like to wake up early. And it's only about 15 minutes long. But it's not a standard Nintendo Direct. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, they, them, whatever you identify as is cool with me. This is a game-specific Nintendo Direct, talking about Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So there's a lot to unpack with this, and I know it seems like there isn't, but we have to look at what this Direct is going to have, and then the implications of what it could mean for really the rest of the year. But when talking about Super Mario Brothers Wonder, I think there's been more mystery with this game than people really want to lead on. Like, yes, we did get the initial trailer back in June for this game to showcase it, to show, the graphical style of the game, to show off some of the power-ups. But we didn't really get many details about how this game was going to kind of be different and what these Wonder coins, sort of do and stuff like that. Like, there was a lot of sort of mystery with this. So I think this makes perfect sense. I think this is a good place to showcase some of the additional power-ups in this game, kind of give an idea of how it's going to be different from other Mario games, and more importantly, potentially talk about some sort of online play with this game, because details have been pretty scant. I've been saying that the whole time, that I felt that initial trailer, while it was good, I felt like Nintendo was holding back quite a bit of stuff when it came to this game. And hopefully, although it makes no sense and it's not on the eShop listing, hopefully this is where they unveil some online multiplayer. And I hope they do, just because I want to see the idiots on Twitter who were like, what do you mean? Why do you want online multiplayer in this game? This game doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. What are you talking about? I want to see them rejoicing for this and being like, oh, this is the greatest thing. I can't believe Nintendo did it. I knew they were going to, there's going to be people like that who will be all of a sudden, oh, now it's the most important thing in the world, because I do feel that it is important. I would like to be able to play this game with my friends who don't live down the street from me because I'm a grown-ass man. Now, I get it. This game is for kids and stuff like that, families and stuff like that. But some of us don't have families, all right? Some of us don't have children. And if we did have children, you really want to play a game with your kid? Like, they're going to hold you back. But jokes aside, I'm looking forward to this presentation because I want to learn more about this game. But we have to get into one of the bigger questions with this now, and sort of the implications of this event, because if you have a brain and you think about it, Super Mario Brothers Wonder does not come out until October 20th. So if there was going to be a standard Nintendo Direct taking place in the month of September, why wouldn't this be a part of it? Why is this getting its own sort of thing? And does this mean that there's not going to be a September Nintendo Direct taking place in which we'll learn about newer stuff? Because obviously this is all Mario focused. We might even learn about the new voice actor, and I'm still questioning why people got so attached to a voice actor from a Mario game. Like, look, just is it me? Hey, what's up, paisano? Hey, I'm walking here. The Goombas, the Koopas. Like, it could be me. I'm just saying. But this could be a place to learn that. But if this is happening on August 31st, and this game doesn't come out until October 20th, does that mean that there's not going to be a standard September Nintendo Direct? You got to look at sort of the big piece of the puzzle here. That being, we pretty much know this holiday lineup from Nintendo, whether it's first party or third party games. Yes, they could talk about early 2024 games, but I feel like we're all under the mindset that There's going to be new hardware in 2024, and we already know about some 2024 games with stuff like the Luigi's Mansion 3DS remake coming to Nintendo Switch, and of course, Super Princess Peach! If you know, you know. But these are two games that we already know about happening in 2024 from Nintendo. So is there even a need for a September Nintendo Direct? And if there's not, you know, does that sort of signify that in 2024 Nintendo's going to move on? I really think it could go either way. Like, I'm of the mindset that we don't really necessarily need Nintendo Directs ever. I like them. Obviously, I like them. It's a good buzzword. It's a good keyword. But really, the whole point of a Nintendo Direct and any sort of presentation in general, when it comes to, you know, whether it's Sony or Microsoft or whatever, the whole point of these presentations is to do what? To learn about games, to learn about upcoming video games for a specific platform. So I don't care if they do it with random trailers. I don't care if they do it with, you know, just random announcements or whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as we're learning about the games, I don't really care about the way they're distributed. And if some of the titles that Nintendo has to talk about are smaller titles, and, you know, maybe nothing that's gonna, you know, crack the Richter scale or anything like that, I think we're okay without a Nintendo Direct in September. But on the flip side, I mean, obviously I would like one. It's always fun to learn about new stuff. It's always fun to learn about new games. So I don't think this necessarily negates the need for a standard Nintendo Direct. Look at Splatoon 3, for instance. Look at Super Mario, or what am I talking about? Tears of the Kingdom. Jesus Lord, I couldn't think of the name of that game. But like, these all had specific directs that happened for them where we learned about stuff, but then there were still directs, standard Nintendo Directs, that followed them up pretty closely, you know. So in my opinion, I think this is more so just to showcase off 15 minutes of this game, to sort of get into the nitty gritty of it, to show you some of the different gameplay modes, to show you like what these power-ups are doing and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily think it negates a standard Nintendo Direct happening, but if one doesn't happen, like, I mean, that's cool too. Like, it's not the end of the world, folks. You got to look at timing. Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything in this industry, because, I mean, looking at September and October, some of these games are going to be cannibalized because they are not having good timing. But let me know in the comments section down below what you expect to see from this event. Do you think that there is going to be online multiplayer included into Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and this is where we learn about it? Or is Nintendo just going to act like online doesn't exist, even though they make us pay for online now? That'd be an interesting day. And do you think this sort of ends the theory that we're going to have a September Nintendo Direct? Because, well, this Nintendo Direct is taking place on August 31st, and Nintendo themselves called it a Nintendo Direct, so don't get mad at me. Get mad at Nintendo for naming it that. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Like I said at the start, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. We're starting to get closer and closer, so I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.